up here. That wasn't.
Yeah, this is an incredible set as well. Again, you talk about a set that the U.S. Mint talked about as many, whoop, good catch, as many Silver Eagles as we've helped you folks acquire over the last 25 years, without a doubt, for a modern issue coin, Kevin, the most collected coin in the world today. Now, this is something, and we've mentioned it before, the Mint does what the Mint's going to do. If we could provide them with a wish list and they actually bring it to the table, I mean, it would be fantastic, but the Mint does what they want to do. Now, there's been talk over the years of them doing a fractional set. You know, a lot of the larger mints around the world have done fractionals on their silver bullion programs. So the Canadian Maple Leaf, the British Royal Mint, the China Mint, they have done silver coins besides 1 ounce. So this is a set that, again, was struck in accordance with the Reserve Bank of Fiji, struck at a private mint in the United Kingdom that does some of the highest quality coins in all of Europe. And these are absolutely stunning fractional Silver Eagle tribute sets with a 1 ounce, a ½ ounce, a ¼ ounce, and a 1 ounce Silver Eagle, which again you'll see on the reverse. It has the heraldic eagle with the shield, of course, clearly stating on the top that these are struck in Fiji. Again, legal tender coins with the $1 denomination. Total mintage here, Kevin, excuse me, only 10,000 sets in existence.
Right. Just 10,000 of these produced, and not all of them are going to achieve the perfect grades of 70, but yours will. All right, this is at only $99.95. Now, this isn't per coin like we did the last one at. This is for all 4 coins. All right, so you're getting guaranteed perfect mint state 70 4-coin fractional set. The 1 ounce, ½ ounce, ¼ ounce, and 1/10 ounce. And we talked about, you know, the mint and the desires and in the collecting community. This has, as Corey mentioned, been done at other mints. This has been in the forefront. This has been discussed. This eventually will get produced by the United States Mint, we think. Mint, you know, the Mint does what the Mint wants. So we didn't want to wait around for another 10, 20 years. I might not be around. Corey might not be around at that time to enjoy it.
Well, there'll be millions of them produced as well.
And they will produce millions of them.
And I sure hope they do.
I do too. I absolutely do. But until then, you know, we're not waiting around because, you know, the collector demand is there. We've had these. We've sold out before. We have a small issue of them back, and they have sold out at higher, at more. So this is a thank you to you for our YouTube collectors. As always, we bring you something special each and every week, each and every time, and this is an amazing opportunity. I mean, the grading on these alone,
I was going to say,
you know, you're at minimum $30 a coin. And you got 4 of them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's as close to a giveaway as we could do with charging you $99.95. It's almost 2 ounces of pure silver, 1.85 ounces of silver, 99.99. But again, 10,000 minted, certified by NGC in the exclusive Premier Select Series label. It's such a cool set for a Silver Eagle collector. People that lay eyes on these, I mean, it's been so incredibly sought after. Been quite a while that we had them. They are a 2023 dated set, and the demand on them has always been through the roof. And again, out there in the market, you will certainly see the set selling for the $300 to $400 range, certified in the perfect 70 grade. I know that you will find these out there ungraded in the mint box, and they're going for $200. So at $99.95, Kevin mentioned the grading fees. Is 4 certified coins. Cost you $100 just to get them certified.
I want to share something else about this too.
Yeah, please.
Now, in 2021, we know the Silver Eagle changed design from the Type 1 to the Type 2. If you notice on these coin labels, they've stuck true to the original Type 1 design. Corey mentioned the heraldic eagle on the back. So the label will clearly state it's the Type 1 fractional eagle set. If the U.S. Mint ever does this, it's not going to be in the Type 1 heraldic eagle with that we have on this. They're going to have to, by law, strike the Type 2.
Yeah,
so you will never see this set in a fractional, even if the U.S. Mint does do these. You're never going to see it.
That's why it's such a cool tribute set, because they did it. They did it with the mintage of only 10,000. Kevin, if you look at the lowest minted Silver Eagle over the last 38 years by the U.S. Mint, the 2019 San Francisco, the enhanced. And that had a mintage of 30,000.
Yeah.
And I mean, those, we can't keep them in the office. We get them in. we sell out
Gone.
immediately. I mean, it's one that we will
how
always
many do we
bring
get in at a time?
4, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I mean, one. It's not something that, I mean,
Never.
I wish that we could bring those to the YouTube live show. I don't think we've had one in the office for 3 months.
Nope. And when we do, like you said, it's always 3, 4 maybe, right? And they go instantly.
Yeah.
So, and that's a coin there where there's 30,000. And I don't care if that one's in graded perfect 70 or near perfect 69. That one's gone the minute they bring it in. We have the team here that knows their collectors so well and knows what they want, and they're already spoken for. Essentially, we just need to get the confirmation by calling them. So that's what happens to the lowest minted silver eagle at 30,000. Now, when we look the same thing at the second lowest, which was the 1995 W, that was 30,125 total mintage, right? That's the second most rare. 30,000 most rare, just 125 more makes it the second most rare. 1995 W in the perfect grade of 70, Corey, that's, you know, on a good day, $26,000 for that coin in a perfect 70.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen it over $30,000 in the past go for. So that's what you're thinking about when you think about that, and you think, gosh, 30,125. This is only 10,000. That's the total production, and that's what you need to understand, and that's what you have here is the opportunity for a first of a kind, never to be done again with this reverse design if the U.S. Mint ever decides to do it. And I don't know what they're waiting for, but this is it, and this is here now at only $99.95. You're going to want to grab multiples on these. These are going to be included with the YouTube Live free shipping promo.
Yep, Mint 870 early release, NGC certified in the 70 grade, $99.95. It should be per coin, really, at this mintage level of only 10,000 for a worldwide release. Of course, we here in America, we love the silver eagle, but in the world today, it is the most collected silver coin in the world. So at 10,000 total, they're not all certified in a perfect 70 grade. That's for sure. Certainly not in that exclusive Premier Select Series label. So I've yet to have somebody that I've helped add this to their collection that didn't call and say, wow, I mean, these are incredible. I really like the 1/10 ounce. It's so cool to see that 1/10 ounce, you know, silver eagle about the size of a dime. You could imagine if that was a circulated coin, it'd be without a doubt the most beautiful circulated coin ever, with the Adolph Wyman design of Lady Liberty on the front. And yeah, I mean, Type 1, again, Kevin nailed it. The U.S. Mint ever comes to their senses and does a fractional, it's not going to be a Type 1. They can't go back in time.
Yeah, and this was recognized by NGC at how special this was, Corey. This was when we submitted these, they were just blown away, and they'd never seen anything like that actually produced. Sure, they had the thoughts in their heads and their wishes and desires, just like we do as collectors, just like as everyone across the nation is always wanting around the world that collects these coins. So they said, you know what, this would be a strong candidate for our very special and exclusive PSS label. That stands for the Premier Select Series. You'll see that in the top right in the blue stamp, PSS, Premier Select Series, just above the coin as well with the NGC logo to the right of that. So that is only offered to very, very special and exclusive coins, which this definitely qualifies for. And NGC definitely recognized that. And you definitely have the opportunity to get these at the lowest price we've ever been able to offer them. That's why folks are going to be getting multiples on these. That's why folks are going to be calling now. That's why folks are taking advantage of the free shipping YouTube Live promo code. Call the 800-975-6475. Folks, we've been here for over 20 years answering that phone number, and we'll be here, God willing, another 20 plus years for that.
Yeah, absolutely. You call, we're going to answer 6 days a week. If not, Sunday, you get the machine. Somebody call you back first thing Monday morning.
Yeah, maybe me, maybe Corey, if you call, leave a message.
Absolutely.
But don't wait till then. Do it now. Do it while we can.
It's $99.95. This one, I would hope that you've already gone online to place the order or called. I know we prepared the operators today just because of this set alone at this price. It's the closest thing we could do to a giveaway. I mean, $99.95. This is an incredible rock bottom price. Will absolutely be a sellout. So pick up the phone, call now. We're going to switch to the next item here. Let me move these, Kevin.
Yep. Thank you for helping me out there. As always, got my back. All right, so let's switch over to
What do we got here?
We're going to the year 2000.
Oh, the new millennium.
Let me take these out before. Yep.
Y'all remember 1999? The computers were going to shut down. Everything was going to go haywire. It was going to be, you had to prepare, sock away food, get some gold, get some silver.
Yeah, everybody thought, for our younger viewers, 1999, the computers were all set, and then when it switched to the 2 zeros at the end, everything was going to shut down. Everything was going to, all the computers would stop working. All the mints, everybody was hiring IT pros to make sure that didn't happen. So we have the turn of the century, the year 2000, and this is a 10-coin set. It is going to be coming to you the same as when you ordered it in the year 2000. So we're going to include all 10 coins, and these are the silver coins. So you've got the 90% silver quarters, all 5 of those. You've got the 90% silver dime, you've got the 90% silver Kennedy, and you've got all of those available to you right now at just $59.95. It's a steal at this price. You're going to want to call now because we don't have a lot of them, and once they're gone, we're not going to be able to get them back. I mean, it's just a tough one to grab. Second year of issue, Corey, on the statehood quarters, and I know you know a little bit about those statehood
the quarters, obviously, I mentioned earlier how the 2021 Morgans and peace dollars really created a resurgence in the Morgans and peace dollars. But really, when the U.S. Mint started the state quarter program in 1998, you talk about creating a buzz in the hobby. It's one of the greatest things the U.S. Mint has done in the last 20 years. I mean, if you go back to, of course, 1986, Ronald Reagan, he signed the Liberty Coin Act in 1985. That was certainly an incredible thing that the Mint did. But the state quarter program really, in the hobby as a whole, it really, really brought a lot of new collectors into the hobby. You used to have the maps. Kids could get the maps, collect the coins out of circulation. The state quarters is the reason why I'm talking to you today. And with this being the second year of issue, now, again, people putting quarters in a map, they're not putting 90% silver pips in there, right?
No, they're putting the P's and D's in there.
And when the U.S. Mint was doing those, obviously they were struck for regular circulation at the Philadelphia and the Denver Mint. These are, of course, from the San Francisco Mint in proof condition, but they did a fraction of the amount. When you look at the average of the state quarters on the P and the D's, the two combines over 1 billion coins on each issue. Each and every design that they did on the 50 states, over 1 billion, around 500 to 600 million at each mint.
Yeah.
Well, with these San Francisco proof quarters here for the second year of issues, less than 1 million of them that were produced.
That's right.
So when all of those folks around the world, I mean, at one point, in the early 2000s, they used to say the American Numismatic Association said there was 150 million people around the world collecting the coins.
That's right.
And I know that we helped thousands and thousands of folks over the years put together the complete sets, either in an album, original packaging, rolls, maps, frames. It's one of the most popular coins that we ever offered the state quarters. And get a second year issue in 90% silver. That's just 5 of these 10 coins, Kevin. Of course, you've got right there the penny, the nickel, the dime, the Kennedy $50, and of course, that's a first year issue right there on the Sacagawea golden dollar.
Yeah, and keep in mind, the San Francisco Mint produces these coins for collectors only. The proof issues are specially polished planchets struck multiple times under high pressure, and you can see the reflection on these beautiful coins. Corey's showing it to you right now. You're going to be smiling when you're holding this set in your hand. Again, Philadelphia and Denver made these coins, but they made them for circulation. The quarters alone, each mint did over 500 million to combine 1 billion quarters for this year that were sent to the bank, sent out to circulation, and that's how most people collected these coins. You have the opportunity to get the first new 2000 new millennium coins into your collection where there were only less than 1 million of these 10 coin sets made. Another piece of information you may not know is that there are different proof sets that San Francisco Mint made this year. They made this silver proof, and they also made clad proof, where they're the exact same designs struck onto polished planchets. To the naked eye, they look the same. However, clad is a copper nickel composition, so the quarters are not silver. These are the only silver quarters that exist. Those are 90% silver. This is the only silver half dollar that exists for this year, is through that mint. This is the only silver Roosevelt dime that will exist for the year 2000. Struck, and it does bear that S Mint mark, but if you held that next to a clad, you wouldn't be able to know. So this is prominently displayed on the original government packaging, also referred to as the OGP, original government packaging, United States Mint, silver proof sets, 2000, and of course that logo for the 50 state quarters. You've got 5 of them. You got 1/10 of the collection right here, and you've got all the extra coins, all 10 coins from that year at $59.95. Grab multiple sets. Do yourself a favor. Get those now, because we don't have a bunch. They're going to sell out. This is a thank you to you, as we always try and do for our YouTube Live members. And when we're coming to you in a year from now and 2 years from now, and our audience is growing and growing, we probably won't be able to do these types of deals. We probably won't be able to get you a complete 10-coin set as it came in the year 2000, 24 years ago. Get you the best, less than a million of these ever produced, nearly a quarter decade ago at $59.95.
Yeah, $59.95. That's just a tremendous value. I mean, you remember how difficult it was to get the silver proof coins. Just the quarters alone in the original packaging in the midst of the state quarter program, they were in such high demand. I mean, you go back to when I started with the company nearly 20 years ago. Number one, Kevin, silver was under $6, $7 per ounce.
Right.
And then the silver proof quarters, we could not keep them in. They were always in high demand. And I can remember helping people get just the 5 quarters alone in the original mint packaging on the 90% silver for, they're about $30, $40 a set.
Yep.
And silver today, compared to back in 2004, 2005, it's 5 or 6 times more per ounce.
Yeah.
So at $59.95, obviously we have a very special opportunity here for you viewers on YouTube Live. This is one I would grab on board there. $59.95. You got the first year issue Sacagawea dollar. Obviously, Kennedy half dollars are always in very high demand. 90% silver Kennedy half dollar there. So you got the dime, you've got the Kennedy half dollar, and all 5 quarters. Those are 90% silver. The penny and the nickel, obviously, or the Sacagawea dollar are not. But again, sealed in the original mint packaging. You can see the quarters alone. Those are indicated right there, 50 state quarters. This is the 2nd year of issue. So always, always in very high demand, sealed in the original mint packaging. Beautiful proof coins, which Kevin mentioned, struck 2 or more times on specially detailed dies. That's what gives those coins that incredibly sharp frosted image. And you were mentioning the clad proofs, Kevin. Obviously, you would never want to take these out of the original packaging unless you were going to submit them to a Tier 1 grading service to be individually certified. But on those silver quarters, you turn them on the side, like you mentioned, it's actually silver. So if you were to look at a clad proof on the side, it's got that copper ring. That's the only way you'd be able to tell them apart, is if you took them out of there and looked, but you would not want to do that. And of course, these are sealed in the original mint packaging with the both of the holders in the flat packs with the original box and certificate of authenticity. $59.95. Great, great opportunity.
Original mint packaging, the day they were released in the year 2000, it's going to give you on the certificate of authenticity a phenomenal breakdown of each denomination, the cent, the nickel, the dime, the half dollar, and the dollars, and of course the quarters as well. So it's going to talk about on this certificate of authenticity the obverse, who it was designed by on each coin, the reverse, who that was designed by, composition. You're going to look at, you're going to find all the standard weight on each of these coins, the standard diameter, the edging, right? So it's just a great breakdown. They do a very, very nice job. This is the best of the best. This is the San Francisco proof issues. We're not talking about the clad copper nickel. We're talking about the silver. We're talking about the most rare that they made of those 10 coins for that year, the first year in the new millennia, 2000.
Yep.
At $59.95, it's a no-brainer. I've spent a lot more and gotten a lot less in my life, so do yourself a favor. Put as many of these away as you can comfortably afford now with that free shipping, with that phone number, 800-975-6475, with operators standing by now, with the opportunity that will not last long.
Absolutely. Yep, get these now while we have them because $59.95 won't last. This is a special YouTube Live. Make sure you're using that promo code at checkout. Free shipping, YouTube Live.
All right, help me out here, Corey. Let me get to something that I know is very timely with basketball season upon us. And let me see where I put that. That's why you're here. Always got my back.
Absolutely.
Thank you, bud. All right, so we have the 2020 year. So we just did 2000. Let's fast forward 20 years, just 20 quick years into the future. We're talking about basketball. We're in the end of the season here. It's the NBA Finals time. It's your favorite team or your least favorite team going for another championship. Either way, you're going to be a winner with this coin. All right, so we're looking at the 2020 Colorized $half piece, and we're looking at the, let's look at the back of it. Thank you so much. We're looking at the early releases grading. There you'll see it. If I turn it upside down, there you go. Excuse me. The early releases, so this was done in the first 30 days of production back in 2020. You know this is one of those that came off the mint in the first month when the dies were at their sharpest, right? And this is a perfect Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. And this is the only time the U.S. Mint has done a colorized coin.
Well, it's the first time.
Excuse me,
They've
first
done,
time.
Since they did the colorized Purple Heart. This is the first, certainly the most sought after with the popularity of basketball, and they did an incredible job. You know, over the years, we've had different aftermarket colorized coins. They don't ever look as nice as this. The U.S. Mint did do an incredible job. You can see the detail on the net alone. I really like that. And you've got the colorized basketball with the rim and the net. And on the $half, Kevin, I don't know, did you say the mintage? I think it's 75,000. So
just 75,000. Not all of them are guaranteed 70s, but you got a guaranteed 70 here for under $60. 75,000. That was it.
NGC certified in that perfect Proof 70 grade. And I remember when these came out in 2020, we couldn't keep them in. I haven't seen one for a while, so I know we must have got a pretty good opportunity on these to bring them in at $59.95. Again, an opportunity to get a slab certified first of a kind issue from the U.S. Mint. Kevin, how often does the Mint do something for the very first time?
No, you've got, the very first ever colorized. You've got a very few colorized coins ever. You've got that convex concave shape to it. You've got the 60th anniversary of the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame here immortalized in this coin. All right, you've got names like, folks in the Basketball Hall of Fame, Larry Bird, Irving Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I shouldn't even have to say his last name, Kareem. You've got those types of folks. There's been nearly around 200 people that have been inducted, and that's it. And so you've got a piece of that here with only 75,000 total coins produced. I mean, these were a hit in the year 2020, and they're going to hit now at $59.95 with people grabbing multiples on these graded and certified Proof 70 Ultra Cameo colorized convex concave coin. The camera doesn't do justice on the actual dome shape of this coin. If you've never had an opportunity to get one, get it now because you're not going to be able to find one in the perfect Proof 70 at this price.
Yeah, first ever colorized, and then one of only three. It's the third time that they've ever done the convex and the concave. So on the outside of the basketball side, that's going to be the convex side, and then where the basketball players are is the concave side. So it's a little bit of a bowl shape. It's hard to see it here on the camera. That is not a flat coin. It's convex and concave, and it's one of only three. The U.S. Mint with the in 2014 with the baseball coin, that was the first ever concave and convex. Then you have the 50th anniversary of the moon landing in 2019, and then this is the third. So it's the first ever colorized, and it's the there we go. Look at that. There you go. See a little bit of the depth on that on the concave side. There you go. That's showing it pretty good. And then on the other side, it's going to probably be a little more difficult to get that.
Yeah, you can see it though. I mean, it's so cool. When you hold this in your hand, you're going to absolutely love it. Some reason if you don't love it, what do you have? A 30-day money-back guarantee, but you're not going to need that. I mean, but we're here for you like we have been for nearly 25 years. Who else doesn't charge convenience fees? How convenient is that when you talk about, oh, I saw this and I want to order it? Well, there's a convenience fee. Not here. The price you see, the price you get. You've got free shipping with the YouTube Live promo code. You've got $59.95. So you're not going to find this opportunity in a Perfect Proof 70 Ultra Cameo anywhere else at that price. So, you know, I've seen these ungraded for over $100 out there in the market. So it's a phenomenal opportunity. You got the best of the best. This is the proof. They did do this in the uncirculated finish as well, but the proof just pops so much more. You're celebrating 60 years of basketball with this coin and the Hall of Fame, the Naismith Hall of Fame. You're celebrating quite a bit here with the timeliness of the basketball NBA championship wrapping up here.
$59.95, Kevin. If you have a son or daughter, a granddaughter, grandson, if you have a big basketball fan in the family, at $59.95, I mean, especially for a kid, you give this to them, you say that's a 50-cent piece. Number one, most kids these days have never seen a 50-cent piece, right, and a U.S. minted legal tender coin. But with that colorized finish, I mean, you know, Kevin, probably the most popular colorized coins that we ever offer, usually year in and year out, we have them at least one point, are the colorized American Silver Eagles, usually with the flag draped over Lady Liberty with the red, white, and blue.
That's right.
Always extremely sought after.
Very
you could imagine
popular.
if those were done by the U.S. Mint and not after the fact. I mean, certified by NGC in the Perfect 70 grade, the first ever colorized coin by the U.S. Mint at $59.95. This one makes an incredible gift.
Yep, and not very many people are going to be able to do this in their collection at this price ever in their opportunity of collecting, in their history of collecting. So take advantage of it now. You're going to want to order multiples on these. You're going to want to tuck them away for special occasions, birthdays, graduations, holidays, all of those for those basketball fans you know you have. Of course, right now is such a timely piece for this
75,000 total in any condition.
Yeah, I mean,
far less than an NGC. You know, if you go to a Suns game, the arena holds what? 16, 18,000 people. I mean, the amount of basketball fans around the country, and let alone the world, it's probably outside of what, baseball, for a worldwide sport, it's probably it's the second most popular of our sports.
Yep. Don't miss your shot on this opportunity. All right, at $59.95, you're going to be thanking yourself to get yourself a Perfect Proof 70 out of a coin where they only made 75,000. Even less of those will grade Perfect 70. Grading fees alone, guaranteeing you've got the best of the best. NGC certified. First time ever, it says prominently on that label, first colorized U.S. coin, this commemorative $50 of pure silver. Keep that in mind. And a numismatic rarity that you'll want to add to your collection. And even if you're not a fan and you've never had a convex concave coin, you're going to want to get this, even if you don't like basketball, just to see the depth, just to see the beauty, just to see how it pops, just to see how it, I mean, it's something to be held, absolutely. And at $59.95, you're going to want to do that. So do that now. Operators are standing by, and please call now. We don't have a ton. Again, another thank you for being our
first colorized U.S. coins on the label is huge. I mean, we help folks get a lot of U.S. minted coins, and we, of course, will have them in NGC certified first year issue.
Right.
But to say first colorized U.S. coins, that just doesn't happen very often. It's not too often that the U.S. Mint does something for the first time ever.
Yep.
I think over here behind the set. Yeah, we're going to move on here, I think, to the next one.
Yep. Call now on the Naismith 60th anniversary commem.
We had these last year, and we were talking about gifts. This is one of Kevin's personal favorites here with the Barbie rocker.
Total
now, again, we mentioned any of you folks out there with kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, and even if you don't, you probably couldn't have escaped Barbie in the last year. You know, I have a daughter. I feel like nowadays I know more about Barbie than I ever have. She played with them very, very seldom. You know, she wanted them all. She had the house, she had the car, a few dolls. Didn't play with them a whole lot. This movie comes out last year. She's wearing Barbie t-shirts now. She's singing some song about Ken. It's you know,
Well, it was the highest grossing film of all of 2023.
Of all 2020.
That stands by itself as, okay, is there people that like this? Is this going to be popular? Well, it was the #1 grossing movie.
$1.4 billion. Woo! And that number's got to be quite a bit higher now. And they got Oscar nominations.
Yep.
It's one thing that I found just shocking. It's the top 15 highest grossing film of all time.
That's unreal.
It's only been out not even a year.
I mean, that is just unreal.
The kind of money that movie's going to make. And, you know, they had last year, upon the release of the movie, the Barbie coin. Now, these are Pamp Swiss, 99.9% pure silver. And the packaging is super cool. It looks just like a Barbie doll, the way that it would come as the actual toy behind the plastic. And the thing with these, Kevin, legal tender coins.
Correct.
Was it
individually numbered?
That's the big thing.
Individually numbered. There's only 3,000 of these. We asked for all of them. The company that produces Pamp Swiss, you've probably heard of. If you haven't, you have now. They are the best of the best when it comes to silver. Of course, out of Switzerland, they've been doing silver and gold for decades.
45 years on the on the Pamp Fortuna bar.
That's right. I mean, they've been doing stuff since before that. And so they're just they do a phenomenal job. Everybody knows Pamp. They are the best of the best, and they also are the premier go-to for officially licensed products. And that's what's important about this piece as well. Individually numbered, officially licensed product. This is not some guy on a street corner of LA or in the subway in New York selling something that kind of looks like it might be cool, it might be real. This is the real deal. This is the biggest blockbuster movie of last year, but this is the brand new issue. Now, they came out with 3,000 last year, and they did the Superstar edition to go with the Superstar movie. This is Barbie and the Rockers. This is 3,000 mintage, and I will tell you, this one is actually going on our History Channel show as well because it's done so well in the past. We only got 300 of these, Corey. We got 10%. We said we sold out last year, and we know this year there's going to be new collectors and all of the collectors from last year. I've had folks already calling about this multiple times because it's been aired elsewhere, and it's been aired for more. Yeah, we have it at a very, very affordable price. We have this 1 ounce certified, officially licensed and individually numbered piece at only $149.95. I've seen them out there for $180 plus.
Absolutely. And you mentioned it, Kevin. This was, without a doubt, it'll be the one and only time that we're able to offer these on the YouTube Live. But you have 3 days. They're going to be on the History Channel. I've already been taking calls from some of my collectors, and I've made them wait. Told them I'm going to help them out on Monday, but these will probably be gone on the television show alone. With the limited editions, I know, Kevin, last year we had a small quantity. We actually went out to some other authorized purchasers just to fill some orders because it got oversold.
Well, here's what happens, Corey, is people, the savvy collectors, know this. They know officially licensed memorabilia, they know Barbie, and they know they need to get multiples. One to open, one to enjoy, one to check out, and one to keep sealed at a minimum. Because people have multiple kids. So you've got to get 3 for the kids, and then 3 for them to tuck away in the closet or in your closet so they don't open them up and play with them, and then they're not worth as much in 10, 20 years when the kids are adults.
Yeah, you nailed it, Kevin. With the crossover stuff and with toys is a huge collectible market. So with this, it touches everything. Obviously, it is a legal tender coin, 1 ounce pure silver. It's Barbie. Barbie's been around for over 60 years now. I'll tell you, Kevin, in the first 50 years alone, okay, from 1968, I believe, up through 2009 or 69 to 2009, over 1 billion models of Barbie had been sold by Mattel.
Wow.
And we're talking about something with the demand. My daughter is 11 and hasn't played with the Barbie for a couple of years. I probably still have 4 or 5 of them at my house. Now, I wouldn't do the collecting thing. I don't think she has any of them sealed, but you nailed it. You want to keep these sealed just like any toy. On auction, I think it's been 14 years ago, which I know when that hits auction the next time, it's going to blow it out of the water. The highest price factory sealed Barbie of all time from 14 years ago sold for $300,000.
That's amazing.
Barbie, each and every production, This is 3,000 coins here, numbered on the coin itself. So I do not believe that there are individually serialized dolls. But for this, I mentioned the crossover. It's now a movie. So the movie, the dolls themselves, coin collectors. We don't usually get this wide of a net on a crossover coin. We'll get movie coins. We'll get comic book coins. We'll get toys with the coins. But with this kind of crossover hitting all aspects of movie collectors, doll collectors, coin collectors, 3,000 individually numbered serialized on the coin itself with that beautiful proof finish, colorized. I mean, that's Barbie right there. You look at that. This is generation after generation. This crosses so many lines where parents know who Barbie, grandparents know who Barbie, children know who Barbie is. This is one we talk about.
Everybody
gifts.
knows who Barbie is.
Everybody knows who Barbie is, absolutely. And this is something for $149.95 makes an incredible addition. And obviously, the movie really has put the iconic doll back in the spotlight in a big way. And with so much marketing with the movie, I'm not going to be shocked at all if we get a sequel to this, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's coming. It's got to be, right? So you're going to see here at the, if we can see, tune in close up here, the number on the back there, it'll come around one more time. This is number 2255. And when it comes back around here, I also want to show the intricate detail. I mean, they did a phenomenal job on Rocker Barbie, stamping this coin with the different music notes, with the different details on the microphones. And then also, you're going to see, again, this is legal tender. This is struck through the Solomon Islands. There's the number on the back. You can see at the top of your screen Barbie's famous pigtail logo. You see the earphones, the shooting stars, the B for Barbie. It's got the rocker on there.
Microphone.
It's got the microphones, Barbie. And then at the top, you're going to see Queen Elizabeth, because this is legal tender. This is Queen Elizabeth has passed. But she and the royal monarch approved this design and this program, not only alone through official license through Mattel and Barbie, but it has to have the royal monarch's approval to have the Queen on there. Now, the Queen has passed, but this was done before her passing, Queen Elizabeth II. So this is going to be one of your final opportunities to ever have the effigy of the Queen Elizabeth struck onto a coin. This is a coin, a legal tender coin. It's a $2 denomination.
Absolutely.
So get these now, get multiples, get yourself in a position, and the kids and the families and the generations after you in a position to have such an amazing collectible piece at $149.95. Again, we will sell out. We have 300. That is nothing. If we had all 3,000, Corey, we would sell out at $199, I'm convinced.
No, yeah, when we're live on the History Channel this weekend, again, you could always catch us Saturday and Sunday mornings from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. on the History Channel. There's already collectors that we work with day in and day out that are chomping at the bit for this. We did have them last year, an instant sellout. This is going to be even quicker because all of those folks that already work with us on a day-to-day basis, even if they miss the show, they're going to get them first thing Monday morning when we're able to call and add these to their account.
Yes,
this is going to be an opportunity you do not want to miss
jump
out
on it. This is a thank you to you. It's before it even goes on our History Channel show every Saturday and Sunday, 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. live on the History Network, Eastern Time, 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. live. You'll see those this Saturday and Sunday at that time, 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern. But hey, thanks for joining us. We always do something special for you. We always reward you for being an early adopter to our, like I said, we've done less than 10 of the YouTube Live promos. Again, that coin qualifies for free shipping. This coin qualifies for free shipping. And this is another piece brought to us by Mattel. And this is another sellout brought to us by Mattel.
Yeah, again, we had these last year with the twin mill. With a mintage of only 3,000, this will absolutely, utterly, positively be a sellout. These are going to be on the show Saturday and Sunday, live on the History Channel. And again, we did have the 2023. These are 2024. And we got Roger Dodger here, Kevin.
That's right, Roger Dodger. I was kind of thinking about that name and how it's funny, I saw a few different, there's been a film that was called Roger Dodger, and it's kind of just a term about a hot shot, right? And I heard the story came from someone in the Air Force, and their call sign was, they were Roger, and they said Roger Dodger at the end of it to be a little flashy. So this one definitely is flashy. You've got that design on there, the colorized Hot Wheels. You've got that popping red, those yellow flames. You've got the scoop, the engine intake, air intake popping out of the engine. I mean, you've got the original Mint packaging on this. You've got the, just like the hangers on the metal toys or the plastic toys themselves in the stores, you've got that original hanger there. On the back of that is going to be the certificate of authenticity for you. So you've got all the important information there, the year, the total production, just 3,000 of these. Again, these are also individually numbered. These are also coins because they are also legal tender. All right, these are $2 denominations. These are a steal. 3,000 pieces. We will sell out.
$119.95. Definitely will absolutely sell out of them. And again, just like the Barbie coin and all of the PAMP silver coins, this is individually serialized number on the back of the coin. And we'll talk a little bit about the back of the coin because it's really where they nailed it on this. I mean, that 1973 Dodge, when they first released this from Mattel in 1974, it's long been one of the most sought after of the actual cars. And I know, Kevin, a blue Roger Dodger sealed in the factory packaging. What do you think that sold for?
Oh boy, something I couldn't afford.
About $3,000 to $8,000 what you can get yourself an original for. But on the back of this coin, what really kicked it off and why Hot Wheels are probably so popular today, and of course you and I know when we were kids, we played with them, it's when they came out with the track. That orange track, and that's actually on, you can see right there on the reverse going around Queen Elizabeth is the loop-de-loop.
There it is, the loop-de-loop right around Queen Elizabeth, starting from under the word Hot Wheels and then wrapping around. That was really, really awesome of them to do that. They also have these individually numbered, as you see above Hot Wheels. We've got number 1087 prominently displayed. Each of these individually numbered, only 3,000 made. PAMP Suisse, the premier officially licensed company in the world to do silver and to bring us these exclusive pieces each and every time they sell out. No different here. You're getting a first shot. You're getting the lowest price. You're getting the first and final offer on these. Only 300. We could do all 3,000 ourselves when we put that on the History Channel. That's a nationwide broadcast, coast to coast. Tens of thousands of people's watched that.
We asked, what do you think they said?
Yeah, well, can we get more than 300 than we did last year? No, I'm sorry. We always go to bat for our collectors. We will continue to ask each and every year because we know we have the demand on these special pieces. You got the first opportunity here on two crossover coins that will absolutely be sold out come Monday when these go on the television show. Again, we have folks already lined up that purchased the first ones last year on Barbie and the Hot Wheel coin. And I mean, this is something with that limited edition for a worldwide release. Again, the crossover appeal is not just an American thing. This is for the entire world. Of course, kids play with Barbies all over the world, and they play with Hot Wheels. And Hot Wheels, in modern day, it's no longer just another brand that sells toys, Kevin. Over time, it has morphed into a highly sought-after empire for serious collectors. And I mentioned it before, some rare and well-preserved examples can easily fetch five-figure sums or more. So when you get these, just like the Barbie, you want to get a couple of these because you want to keep it sealed in that original packaging, in the hanger, just like the actual cars come from the store. But then you want to have one that you could open up, carry it in your pocket, let your kids play with it, see it, and know that they've got one of only 3,000 in existence. So you get a couple of those, keep them sealed, because that's the huge thing with toys. In the future, the highest price and most valuable ones that sell for collectors are the ones that are still sealed in the packaging. So it's an opportunity to take advantage again. How many Hot Wheels do they produce each and every year? You go back to the beginning in 1968, those original cars sold for like 69 cents to 85 cents a car. They're like 75 cents on average.
Yeah, well, I mean, now that they'd be like $60 a piece.
Yeah, well, imagine if you had one still in original packaging, you didn't open it up. I mean, that's the opportunity you have here. That's at $119.95. That's at free shipping with YouTube Live promo. That's a thank you to you because we're bringing it to you here first on the stream, and that's going to be a sellout. That's just what it is. You know, the marketing on this has been around for, you know, we talked about Mattel and the owners of Mattel earlier, Corey. I thought it was interesting that you mentioned, you know, the husband created the Hot Wheels to compete with another car, collectible car maker, and then the wife of Mattel created Barbie, and they've just done a phenomenal job growing that empire, and it is not only here in the U.S. but worldwide a smash hit, knock out of the park what they've done, and here's your chance to get a little piece of that. At only $119.95, call now, get multiples, keep one stored, keep one in the original packaging, open one up, have it, enjoy it, play with it, but know that you've got multiples and you can enjoy them now. So that's that was a quick hour. I mean, that went pretty quick, right?
Yep,
I can't believe we're already wrapping up here. Enjoy your weekend, folks. Please call now while these are available, while you have the first opportunity on many of these today to see these and to have the opportunity at these prices before the nationwide broadcast, before anybody else. So thank you to you as always. We appreciate you. We look forward to next Friday for the exciting and special opportunities that we get to bring to you then, and we're thankful for the ones that we did today and the audience here joining us today. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Be safe.
Have a great weekend.